What's up, you guys? Welcome back to SimplySick. Today I'll be removing the AC components on the Miata drift field that I have. So I've been meaning to do this, but I haven't had time. The sun's going down, but I'm gonna try to do as much as I can today. This is my first time doing something like this, never done it. So what I'm gonna be doing is remove all the hard lines and condenser, whatever it's called, off the heater core. I'm gonna be removing everything that's in the engine bay that has to do with the AC, and let's see how it goes. I've never done this before. This isn't a how-to, it's more of a showing you if I mess up or not. But enough with that, let's just get started. I'm gonna start by disconnecting those things right there. I'm gonna start by disconnecting that, then following them, and whatever it is, there's, I see a little bracket right there, pretty sure that's a 10, and there's a connection right here, stuff like that. I'm just gonna go through the whole car, make sure everything, and you guys are gonna be with me with the process if I mess up or not. So let's hope everything goes good, and let's jump into it. All right, you guys, first thing is first. I'm moving this right here. So all this is, it's a Phillips to remove this tube right here. And after removing this tube, I'm gonna disconnect this thing right here. There's a little clip that pops outwards that goes like that, just pulls out. Do not unbolt these bolts right here on the side. I don't know how good you can see that. Let me get a better angle. This one and this one, they're Phillips. Do not take those off. It has a little clip on the outside right here. You take that off and this frees up. And after that, we're gonna be removing, I think that's a 12, and this right here, everything that's holding this air box in. So yeah, let's just jump into it. We're gonna remove this right here. This is a 10, and there's a Phillips right down here. We're gonna loosen that up. That's loosened up. We're gonna take this off. This was already loosened before. I'm gonna remove this, but I'm gonna re-put this here just so I won't lose it. Little tip, remove this. Now this is out. Now we're gonna proceed to remove that nut, that bolt, and the bolt down here as well. Now I remove the two bolts and the nut. They should pop right up like so. Place this to the side. Now that gave us more room to get to the AC condenser. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, but I really hope I'm doing the right thing. I see this plug right here that's connected to the AC condenser, so I'm going to disconnect this plug. It's pretty much a push and tab. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Like always, there you go. And I believe if that's not a 10, it looks like an 8. So that should free up this whole condenser. And then yeah, let's see where else we could loosen up. Alright guys, here's a little pro tip that I always do. You don't have to, you can put it on a table or something, but every bolt I take out, like the little one I took out for this harness right here, where is it? Let me grab it. It got stuck. It had that little bolt right there. It was a 10. Screwed it back in. As for the air box as well, it had the two bolts, this bolt and that bolt right here, and this nut. I put everything back that way I won't lose it. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Just to make sure, if I go and look for the bolt, I'm like, where the hell is it? But at the same time, I can't install it because the hardware will be in the way. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Little tired, just got off of work. But yeah guys, so yeah, I'm gonna proceed to see what else I need to remove to get this thing going. All right, so now I'm on the passenger side. So I'm gonna remove the this thing right here, it's already loose. It's been loose since I got it. I'm gonna disconnect this plug right here that goes into the windshield wiper fluid reservoir, and these are 10 millimeters, both of them, and I don't think it has any more since it wiggles like crazy. I'm gonna disconnect that plug right here, and they should come out. That way I can have more access to these lines right here. So yeah, let me remove this and then we'll get to that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna remove these, but I just realized something. This one right here, it's already loose. This one down here is not. So might as well just do it on camera, and hopefully it doesn't blow my face off. Okay guys, mine has nothing in it. It should have made a little hiss noise of something leaking, but it doesn't have anything in it. I'm gonna push this line to the side, and I'm praying to God that this one doesn't have anything. I'm just gonna swing, I'm just gonna do it. And if it has a little something in there, I'm just gonna loosen it and let it leak out through here. I'm gonna do it very slowly, but be cautious guys, because this thing is under a lot of pressure. So yeah, let's push this over and hope for the best on this one. Hopefully this one's not loose at all, so yeah, let's hope for the best. Just as I suspected guys, none of my stuff even has anything in it. That's why it doesn't blow cold air. Probably if I put some antifreeze or whatever the fuck it's called, it would have worked, but guess what? I don't want it and I don't need it. So now this is loose. I push this one to the side. I'm not gonna mess with the interior one yet. I'm gonna let that be, but I am gonna loosen. There is a 10 millimeter bolt down here, and then there's a connection right here as well, and there's a clip right there. I don't know how good it is, you can see. Let me get the camera in there. There's a clip right here as well holding the hard line in. Both of them have a clip in there, so let's remove those and let's see what else we have to remove down there. All right, you guys, so I loosened up this stuff right here. So there was a 10 millimeter bolt right there, as you guys can see, and also down here as well. Let me put the light down here somewhere, hopefully it doesn't fall. I loosened that bracket up right there. You see where those clips are. Let's adjust this real quick. Bear with me. So this is the plug right here that goes to the hard lines, and right here where my finger is was where the bolt was. I was gonna unclip these, but might as well just take off the whole bracket. These are the two bolts right there. So yeah, let's proceed to go underneath. I think I might have to jack up the car for this one, guys. Either that or remove the whole radiator, and I might just remove the whole radiator, because I'm not driving the car and I'm gonna order a radiator soon. So yeah guys, I'm gonna just I might just jack up the car real quick, and then we'll go from there, since everything is removed, the hard lines, and we'll see what's up. All right guys, I finally got the car jacked up. Make sure you put some jack stands and a wheel chock at the end of the wheel so it won't fall back on y'all. But so far I noticed that this is supposed to be held on by this. This right here is tucked in over here, and all I'm doing is following it. So I can see this one's holding it in right here, that one right here, this one right here behind the little sway bar tucked underneath. That one right here is holding it in. This one's missing. This one right here, this one right here. Pretty much vice versa, just how it looks over here. Probably same thing on the opposite side. I'll let you guys see how it looks over here. Yeah, basically same thing, nothing much different. So yeah, I'm gonna remove them. They're 10s, so let's proceed to take them all off. And I'm not showing you guys me taking it off because I'm trying to do this before the sun goes down. So yeah, let me just get to it. All right, you guys, I finally took off, I guess, the under tray that goes here. It's right here. It's all nasty. I don't know if I'm gonna put it back on, as in not have one. I'm actually gonna see if I can pick one up on eBay. But yeah guys, I want to put one on just in case, you know, it'll get rock chips into here or anything. It just doesn't matter now because the motor looks all crappy. But I'm gonna proceed to remove these hard lines again. Has some right here, some nuts, more nuts, more nuts, and more nuts. So yeah, let me remove these ones right here so I can just attach the top one, and as well as this one right here, and as this little one right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna disconnect. One right there, one right here, one right here, and one right there. And this top part should come out. And I'm gonna grab something in case it's leaking anything, because I don't know if it has anything in it, but just in case. So yeah guys, let me get to it. All right, you guys, I freed up the bottom. Let me show you guys. So I busted all the bolts, well, nuts. So far, the one that was leaking like crazy was this one. So I zip tied a dirty rag that I had in there like so. This one's leaking, but just drip by drip. It was dripping more, but I moved it. But that's why I put a cardboard here. It's not like gushing. This one almost gushed out, but I caught it in time. I had a little rag. So this is all disconnected. I'm not gonna disconnect anything else. I think I'm gonna have to disconnect this wire right here. It's just like a little air hose. I don't know what it's for, but there's a little clamp up top, and move it so I can slide this downwards. Easiest way to do it. Or can I do it like so? Actually, yes, I could just push it upwards. I don't know how good you guys can see that in the camera. Push it through. And actually, is it gonna be able? I can do it with one hand. Can I? I can't do it with one. Hold on, let me use my other hand real quick. There you go. There you go. I think I could just push it down through here like so. And just like that, that part's out, guys. So let me proceed to remove the condenser or the heater core. I don't know what this is called. I think it's a heater core, right? If it is, just correct me in the comments if I'm wrong or if I'm right. But yeah guys, let's proceed to move this, and then we'll move to the bad boy over there. All right, you guys, so far to remove this right here, I see that it has one right here that should have been here, a bolt. It was held on by a zip tie, but I cut it and I realized that's what it was for. A 10mm should go there. Let me get my hand out of here. There's another 10mm right here, and then up in here, I don't know if you guys can see. No, you guys can't. So I can't get the camera in there, but I can get my hand in it. Let me get it. There you go. There's one up there. You guys can't see, and I can't point at it. And there's one on the opposite side. Let me pull the camera out of here. Yeah guys, yeah, it's a total of 4. That's what I'm looking at right now. So let me loosen the rest of the 3 up, and hopefully this thing should drop down. All right guys, this thing should drop down like so. Ooh. All right guys, it dropped down. So guys, my car was sponsored by zip ties because everything was held on by zip ties. These 2 sides were zip tied. The bottom bolt was good, and this one was a zip tie. It is what it is, but it's out, guys. Now for this one. So yeah, let me get to it real quick and see if I can knock it out. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna break this bolt loose. I think it's a 22, I'm not sure, so I'm gonna find out. Well, it's a nut technically, and then I'm gonna loosen the tensioner right here so I can give it some slack on this, and this belt will be deleted completely. So let me get to doing that, and we'll be good to go. All right, you guys, finally broke it loose, and I just gotta move the tensioner. There's a 10mm, and the one to break it loose was 7/8. Can't speak today, god damn it. Well, now it's loose. Let me loosen it up more with the tensioner so I can give it slack right here, so I can take off that belt and proceed to remove this big thing. All right, you guys, here is a tensioner and here's the belt. I completely removed it. And as for the bracket that holds the tensioner, I'm gonna remove it as well. It's a 14mm, all 3, I'm assuming. 14, 14, and 14. Okay, I'm gonna proceed to remove those real quick, and yeah, then we'll move on to this thing. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna remove these top bolts right here, this one and this one, and on the bottom there is 2 of them. They are right here, and then the other one's right down. Let me get a closer angle. Right there, this one and that one right there. They're both 12, so let me loosen those up, and this thing should just all drop down. All right, you guys, I removed the AC condenser, if that's what it's called. Keep on saying AC condenser, if that's what it's called. And yes, I freaking don't know what it's called. I don't know if it has a certain name for it, but it does have two 14mm bolts right here, and I think it has one back here. I'm gonna remove those so I can take off this bracket. All right, you guys, I finally got this bracket out, and I lied, it wasn't just two, it was a total of 4 bolts. They're 14, and then there's a side one that goes through there like so, and that's 12. So basically that slides in like that, and this goes against the body like that. So yeah. All right, now what I'm gonna do is put all those bolts back into the side and back into there. Everything's gonna go back the way it came out. All the bolts are gonna be there. Someone please let me know if it's a bad idea if I leave them uncovered, but for now I'm gonna put all the bolts like I did right here as well. I put the bolts back here that I took off on top. Those were for the freaking other pulley, the tensioner pulley. So yeah, guys, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm trying to make this engine bay look somewhat nice, even though this car needs a new engine probably, but I'm gonna make it nice right now because it's still a running car. It still hasn't gave up yet. So I'm gonna put these bolts back on and then put everything back together, and that's it for the removal of the AC. I'll show you guys exactly what I took off. So this is how I'm gonna leave it, guys. I put the bolts back in. They're right there, all 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I put that long one in there. I put these bolts right here. None of this is going to be used anymore. If I'm not mistaken, that was just for the AC condenser, and the pulley was for the obviously that, but so I don't need that. If I'm wrong, like I said before, please leave a comment down below and let me know that, hey dude, that's not right, but this is how I see it. And if these bolts could stay like this, or if I could just remove them completely and not have anything, or just buy shorter bolts and stick them there so it won't look so ugly, please let me know down as well. I'm afraid that it's gonna like leak oil through there or anything. I'm not gonna move the car right now, but when I turn it on, I want to make sure none of these holes in here leak oil, and if it does, I'll just buy shorter bolts and snug them tight with some little washers, so make it look just clean, even though the car's like hideous. Look at that, like all this, that's just nasty. But yeah, guys, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm all done with the engine bay, so now I'm gonna just reinstall the air intake and everything that goes here, and I'm done. All right, you guys, so this is everything I pulled out of the engine bay of the Miata drift build. So you got your, I guess, your heater core, your condenser, your hard lines, and that's it. That's everything that was in there that connects to that right there, from this all the way down through here and all the way down to where all those bolts currently are. It looks a lot cleaner, more space. Now I need to see what I'm going to do with all this and all these wires right here that they did with this. I'm not sure what this is. It's to read the temperature, but the gauges inside the car do not work. So see what else I'm going to do about that. And as for, these are the brackets. This is the bracket that held this bad boy in, and that bracket is what held this thing in, this tensioner. So for my understanding, as I'm looking at it, I don't need to reinstall any of these parts due to the fact that I pulled this out. I also pulled out this thing right here because the thing that pressurizes the water doesn't work, but I'm gonna see if I can fix that so I can reinstall this, clean it up, make it look good. Yeah, guys, please let me know down in the comments below if I do need to reinstall this pulley, but if I do, what is it gonna hold just to have tension on it, because this is no longer installed. Honestly, guys, I don't know if this has really even worked in the first place. So yeah, guys, it's looking clean. I already turned on the car to make sure everything's good, no check engine, no nothing, everything is good. Nothing much to say, guys, but hope you guys liked the video. I don't know what the hell I was doing, to be honest with you guys, but I tried my best because I really want to get this car going, and more stuff coming for this car because I want to finish up the engine bay. I also want to remove the rear diff and get it welded. A lot more to come, guys. And as for my BMW, more stuff as well, just the whole point of me getting rid of my Lexus was so I can work on this mostly, because I really thought when I was doing my other YouTube channel, SimplySick Builds, if you're following that, or if you want to go check it out, and if you like what you see there, come back here and consider subscribing. I was in between two projects, and I couldn't find the balance between the IS 250 that I had and the Miata, so I was back and forth, and I found this one sitting down the most. Like, I wasn't touching it because of my IS 250 was my daily, so I was driving it the most, and I was focused on my attention on that one the most, if that makes sense. And the BMW now, it's my commuter, but it's brand new, needs nothing, basically just add-ons, and I'm gonna keep on adding stuff to it. But I want to focus on this car because I want to get this going, and I want to really learn how to drift. So yeah, guys, with that being said, hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions whatsoever, or any advice for me. I know a lot of Miata boys out there, Miata gang strong. You guys always come through. You guys don't message me on YouTube, but you guys go on my IG and message me and let me know stuff, so I appreciate that. With that being said, guys, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. With that being said, guys, peace out. See you guys in the next one.